Kenya today is a country under pressure. The cost of living is rising, public anger grows, and in the hall of power, tension are mounting.
Nimesikia vibaya, jo tumelia, na nasema one time siku zote. One time jo, jeshi ni ya ground. Sisi tuko hapa, sisi tulikuwa mboka, hata tuko tuandamane, sisi tulikuwa mboka. Masai nengi, bu, utadu. Una retaliate mti yangu, una retaliate. Na diglo.
Between governors and the national government, between disputes and senators, between citizens and those who lead, and between Mama Mboga and the national government. These are not just political fight. They are fight over survival, justice, and what kind of Kenya we want to live in.
Formation and deciding how they want to run their campaign. That's their right. As we are very focused on the people's force. And we are saying the conversation should be about economic liberation of the people. How to dismantle the structures of oppression. We are liberating ourselves. So we don't care about legacy politicians. It's about the people. At the end of all this, the sum total of it that to be achieved, the net effect should be, are the people economically liberated? Have we dismantled the structures of their oppression? Bas, you too.
There will be a Kenyan following that machine and crying and saying, give me back my eggs. They bring a Toyota 110 and another funny vehicle there. And they are set ablaze in the name of demonstrators who are causing violence. Can you imagine until now, nobody has gone to claim that vehicle. Nobody is crying that their car was burned.
Since 2022, under President William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza administration, a recent survey by TIFA found out that the high cost of living stands out as the biggest failure of the government. Inflation, food and fuel are everyday thing. Most households say that their financial situation has even worsened.
The latest report from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics suggests and indicates actually that you have more people in poverty than you had. In fact, we seem to have gone to the early 2000s kind of numbers. The number of people who are reporting that they are losing jobs, they've lost jobs, they're trying. So, and then add the taxation regimes and the policies that have been put in place the last 2 years. That has just, when you look at your pay slip, you're not only earning less because your salary has not been improved, but you're even earning less because then you have more taxes.
If you also look at poverty levels, those have actually gone up. So the current poverty level is 39%. So there are about 20 million Kenyans who are living below the poverty line. The other macro indicators is obviously the employment levels. I don't have the actual figures, but when you just compare all those, it tells you that yes, whereas the movement in terms of prices of goods and services has gone down, inflation has slightly gone down, that purchasing power has been affected.
When the 2024 finance bill proposed new tax, anger splits into the streets. Many saw the bill as unfair, especially for the low middle class in earners, already strained by rising prices. Mass protests followed. People demanded change. The government, facing mounting pressure, backed down. Some tax measures were even withdraws.
Finance bill! I am honestly tired of decisions being made on behalf of us that do not benefit us.
One of the things that did strike home close to home is the fact that they wanted to increase taxes on cancer treatment. Personally, I think I have had a relative or someone close to me just undergo through their treatment, and it's not cheap.
Additional tax measures we had proposed in this year's finance bill were to raise money in the tune of 346 billion. When the concessions were made, subsequent to public participation that was undertaken by Parliament, that came down to 200 billion. I had made this proposal taking into account our situation and the priorities that are there. I want to thank the members of Parliament seated behind me and those who voted yes for identifying the priority areas of our nation. Because when I made the proposals to Parliament with my cabinet, we had certain critical priorities for the nation.
Such a crisis, Mr. Speaker, up to this particular point, I don't know what the Inspector General thinks. I don't know what is the challenge.
We gave you the entry, we are going to show you the exit. Mr. President, watch us.
This is Kenya in 2025, a national grabbing with a competing vision of governance, fairness and power. The argument we see aren't just political spectacle, they are defining moments, because what decided now will shape what we'll see in future.
You are being investigated in the country for working with Al-Shabaab, for working with RIS, RSF from Sudan, for extrajudicial killings, for abductions. The Americans want to know why. It is alleged there was a meeting in Mandera. Can you please answer? It is not me who came with this allegation. This matter is before the Senate.
One term. Wacha kutuambia tueleze one term inamaanisha nini. Hata mtoto mdogo anajua one term inamaanisha nini, si ndio? Inamaanisha maliza uende. Maliza uende. So, kama unataka tukupatie details mingi, tutakupatia wakati tutakuwa State House. Tukifika hapo tutakuchorea tukuambie vile tunataka kufanya.
In 2024, President Ruto launched the Broad-Based Government (BBG) initiative meant to bring opposition figures and stakeholders into the government, ostensibly to promote unity and service delivery. But the public is largely spectacle. Surveys show that many people believe the BBG is not politically motivated and like to solve their real problems like jobs, healthcare, and basic infrastructure.
Take this commitment with the understanding that while our political parties may differ in strategy, done right, we, the leaders of UDA, Kenya Kwanza, and ODM, commit to implementing the NADCO report to address the key national issues of UDA, including the cost of living.
These clashes aren't just about policy. They are about constitutional boundaries. Who has the power, who decides, and who is accountable. Here is Edwin Sifuna.
Kuna mtu mwingine ambaye hajui huyo mtoto alitoka wapi. Kwa hivyo 2027, serikali ambaye tunataka ni ile ambaye iko ndani ya katiba. Serikali ambaye imejengwa juu ya misingi ya maadili 6 muhimu. Maadili ya kwanza ni kuheshimu haki za binadamu. Human rights number 1. Number 2, serikali ambaye itaongoza kulingana na demokrasia. Number 3, serikali ambaye itaheshimu uhuru wa wananchi wa kusema, wa kukusanyika jinsi ambavyo tumekusanyika na kukosoa viongozi. Si ati ukisema huyu kiongozi amekosa hapa, unatumiwa Subaru hapa. Hatunachukuliwa na Subaru, unapelekwa unawawa katika kituo cha polisi.
So the National Assembly to know exactly where the Senate is coming from when we raise some of these concerns. I talked to some of the leaders there and they're actually surprised. They're actually surprised by the things we tell them we as a Senate are going through, including, Mr. Speaker, you are aware when I used to be a member of the SBC, our budgets for the system that we use in this house have been slashed for every year actually. And they should see, because even my unit here keeps failing. This is a problem we have had for a very long time. And when we speak to members of the National Assembly, they're actually shocked that when they go on recess and we are here, even the kitchen is closed, because the entire Parliament exists to serve the National Assembly and the Senate is just like a small appendage there. But I believe conversations need to begin so that people don't view us as unnecessarily hostile or that we are in a fight. Conversations need to happen between the leadership of this house, and I'm part of that leadership. I can confirm these talks never happen. So even before that intergenerational conclave begins, we need one here in Parliament. Speaker, allow me to very briefly comment on the statement by Senator Wakili Hilary Sigei.
From this story, you as the local mwananchi, What have you learned? My name is Daniel Kihoro, reporting from Dove Podcast.
This is Dove Podcast, crafting stories, building brands.